Good afternoon, traders. This is Matt Golden with your Hot Stock Outlook for June 10th, 2016. Today, we'll be looking at a few stocks: AK Steel, Kroger Food, Wells Fargo, and also Southwestern Energy, to really identify how you can get into these trades at the right times. Get in sooner to really maximize that profit potential on a really nice trend. So let's go ahead and get started with this first stock here. I have AK Steel, and I've got my VantagePoint trading software open. So for those of you who are seeing this for the first time, let me go ahead and explain the indicators on the chart, really explain the concepts behind what we're doing here with VantagePoint. Now, what you see on the screen here, we have a blue line and a black line. The black line that you see there, that's a regular moving average, simple moving average, an SMA. So just taking the last 10 close prices, averaging them together, and then plotting that line for you. Now, the blue line, however, that is a proprietary predicted moving average. So that value is actually arrived at by running a neural network process. It's actually a type of artificial intelligence that analyzes not only the past price data of AK Steel, but the 25 to 30 markets that are really known to affect, drive, and influence the price of this stock. So, when you're trading the markets, it's extremely important to be paying attention to, in the case of AK Steel, what is the dollar doing? What is crude oil doing? What are the other basic material companies doing? Very important information. Now, the neural index that you see at the bottom of the screen, this green line that goes from a 1 to a 0 and vice versa. Can only be one or a 0, one or the other. Now, this indicator is an extremely accurate short-term indicator. It's looking 2 trading days ahead. So think 2 candles, these being daily bars and candles that you see on the screen here. And it can really signify short-term strength or weakness, indicating to a trader, look, what should I be doing over the next couple of trading days? Should I be a buyer? Should I be a seller? In line with, the trend direction. And so what you're going to experience with this is a very robust tool that, throughout all these market conditions, regardless of the markets you're trading, is going to hold up quite well and help you make much better trading decisions and vastly improve on your timing. So, really to take a peek under the hood real quickly before I dig through these markets, you can see I've got AK Steel here in the market tree. And if I actually right click, open up properties, we can view what is referred to as the Intermarket. So there's 25 to 30 markets that have been identified through an actually patented process. Which markets are known to affect, drive, influence. A lot of these are positive correlations, inverse correlations, leads in markets, lags in markets. But this technology is ideal at doing. Those neural networks is scouring unbelievable amounts of data, sifting out the meaningful parts, and then really weighting those relationships and able to plot a singular output for us, essentially a forecast to help us make those better trading decisions. So we know what to expect in the market over the next couple of days. So you'll see how this works. It's extremely straightforward, and it can really help traders, again, improve that overall timing with their trades. So here in AK Steel, you see blue line over black line, neural index up at a 1, a great confirming tool, because if you're getting essentially a predicted moving average, crossing a regular moving average, it says, look, prices are expected to move higher. The directional trend is up. And not only that, look, over the next couple of days, you should expect to see some strength in the market as well. You see, you actually get a really nice bump up over the next couple of days there. But you'll notice that as long as that neural index remains up, you are getting some, a short-term strength in the market. Now, once the neural index drops down to 0, we got a different story there. But you see about a 15% move higher, but you get that short-term weakness, cross over the downside. We see we get our directional shift here, now saying, look, you'd really want to go ahead and be a short in this market. And you see that short-term forecasting doing an excellent job of being like, look, no way on earth you want to be long here. Time to go ahead and be short and avoid this pretty massive decline in the stock, about 25, 26% over 20 trading days. So, those are the things that really annihilate traders, can really, do some damage to your account. But, when you're able to recognize the direction, actually go ahead, have the confidence to short the market, making money when the markets are going down is extremely powerful. So you're going to notice here that our blue line and our black line gets close. We get a rally here, a move much higher in the market, but directional, a prediction there still down, saying, look, you may get some short-term strength, but directionally, you want to be trading this to the short side. Now, more recently, we see crossover to the upside, neural index up at a 1, and a nice rally ensues. So you see a lot of strength from the neural index at short-term forecasting saying, look, over these trading days, you want to be a buyer. If you're a day trader, this is where you want to be a buyer. But you essentially want to say, look, what type of trader am I? What am I looking for? Let me identify that direction and use my short-term tools to go ahead and like a throttle. I like to be heavier on the positions when, that neural index is in my favor, and be more cautious when you can expect prices to revert over the next couple of days there. So moving forward, we'll focus more on these, very recent opportunities here. We got Kroger, Wells Fargo, Southwestern Energy, but same approach regardless of the markets that you trade. So let me go ahead and demonstrate this for you. Now, Kroger Foods here, and I've highlighted, I want to go ahead and highlight a couple things here, and it'll really help you understand, the overall robustness of the tool, that if you're making your trading decisions in line with the software that's consistently accurate, doing this type of analysis specifically, it really helps you get clues as to, where is short-term price direction going to move these markets? How should I be positioning myself over that next 1 or 2 days where you need to decide, look, am I a buyer or a seller in, market XYZ here? So, you see here, blue line below the black line. So directionally down, 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 right? Neural index down at a 0. But actually I want to point out, there is a scanning feature in the software that identifies all these opportunities for you. And a really great strategy is simply looking for crossovers with the software where you get that confirmation from the neural index where things are both in alignment. But one of the greatest things about the software is when you get conflict, when it's saying, look, this is not the time you want to be in this market. We got barely across with that predicted moving average, just saying, average prices are going to be around 35. But look at this neural index, extremely weak, saying, look, over the next couple of days, you don't want to be a buyer. Wait until this thing straightens out. And you see very clear signals here. Blue line clearly over black line, a lot of separation. And then the neural index very strong when we're getting these really nice rallies, moves higher in the markets. These are the days where you want to be heavier on your position. You see the neural index goes down to a 0 over the next couple of days, getting a little bit of weakness, but directionally, the market's still going up. So, this is what's really great, especially for, swing traders and longer term trend traders, is you can get into markets, have that good timing over the short term, and then let these things run. As long as the blue line's above the black line, that trend is continuing. You can lock in a stop at break even on many of these markets and simply, trail those stops as the market moves in your favor. So moving on to Wells Fargo here, and I always like to, also use the software to identify opportunities to be short markets. And when you have a wide portfolio with a lot of different positions, that can be extremely powerful when the market is trading sideways or, the overall indexes are very indecisive. When you've got long positions and short positions with high probability of moving, in the desired direction, that's how you really make a lot of money. You even make a lot of money on the hedges sometimes when the market goes up and you're on the right shorts when the market's going down, even though the indexes are going up. But here in Wells Fargo, you can see, how do we want to trade this? How do we want to approach our trading every single day and make those trading decisions? We see crossover to the upside, neural index up at a 1 saying, look, over the next couple days, be a buyer in the market, look to go ahead and get long. But things quickly go ahead and change here and say, look, this trend is over. Now we have a really clean cross to the downside, and 4 out of the last 5 days here, that short-term forecasting saying, look, the only thing to do is go ahead and get short, maybe trade some put options, and go ahead and take a short position on the market. But regardless of the markets that you're trading, you really just need to have very robust, consistent tools to really guide you with your trading decisions. So if you trade in the options market, maybe trade weekly options, a really great tool to help during periods like this in Wells Fargo where this is really where it looks good to go ahead and get long. The direction is up and the neural index very strongly saying average price is looking to go higher. So imagine I know a lot of guys trade these short-term weekly options and things like that. If you have a tool that consistently can forecast that short-term price over that 2-day period and help you adjust and adapt as the market moves forward, can really go a long way to improving that timing, help recapture more of these moves when they do occur. Last but not least here, let's look at Southwestern Energy, SWN. And a phenomenal move here. Things getting very volatile up here at the top, but it's all about the timing, getting in at the right time so that you can do those, really those important trading things of adjusting your stops, taking profit along the way, knowing, really hitting your profit targets, and then knowing when you can get some lower prices even, and continue that trend trade. But you see here again, the market was in a downtrend. We got a little strength from the neural index coming in. Things going very, very flat here. You see the predicted moving average just really running flat, not changing because the market's getting ready to run flat, right? Well, not until right here. Now it says, look, blue line clearly over black line, neural index strongly at a 1. Now's the time to go ahead and be a buyer in the market. And what's so important about this as well is, when your timing is much more accurate, much more consistent, you don't have to run as long of stops on a lot of these trades. You're getting in at a good time, which can allow you to take a larger position size and run a smaller stop because, you've already really identified the direction. And over that next couple of days, as long as you can deal with the volatility, you got the high probability of at least getting that push in the direction that you need. So you see really phenomenal move here in Southwestern Energy, about 20% over just the past 11 trading days. So really just a phenomenal move. So, regardless of the time frame you're trading, if you trade options, if you're a day trader, the whole idea here is, utilizing this approach in neural networks to really analyze, how the markets are functioning. I mean, the dollar index, the S&P 500, the currencies, the commodities, these all have very important implications for your trading, but we can get some really great clues and some insights into doing this type of analysis, and the end result is these really exceptional tools. So, improve your timing. That's the key to maximizing your gains, minimizing your losses, ride those winners and cut the losers short. So guys, click the link below. You can see how VantagePoint can improve your timing and help you get into profitable trading opportunities sooner. My name is Matt Golden. This has been your hot stock outlook for June 10th, 2016. Happy trading, everyone, and thank you for watching.